Hello and welcome to this look at the changes to cooking in the current Mists of Pandaria Beta. In Mists of Pandaria, Blizzard have added a lot more to the cooking profession than they regularly do in a new expansion, with the addition of the cooking specializations mainly. There are a total of 6 specializations and you can learn all of them. Each specialization levels independently, and when you first gain them they are level 530 out of 600. Each cooking specialization focuses on a specific stat buff given from its food, as follows. The Way of the Pot gives you intellect food, the Way of the Steamer gives spirit food, the Way of the Wok gives agility food, the Way of the Oven gives stamina food, the Way of the Grill gives strength food, and the Way of the Brew gives alcohol, because sometimes you just need to get drunk to get through it. Each of the specializations are able to make a feast which gives 250 in a stat, and the tooltip states that this may benefit some people more than others. The two types of feasts are a 10-man version and a 25-man version, with different ingredient requirements. The feasts are limited to those number of people, so they can only be used that number of times before they expire. There is also still a feast which is not specialization specific, which gives 275 in a stat, though where this recipe is gained is not currently known. Along with all the actual changes to the cooking profession are all the new cooking quests and cooking area that is located in the Halfhill Market, in the Valley of the Four Winds. At level 85, when you first enter Dawn Blossom in the Jade Forest, there will be a quest giver there, which will give you a quest leading you to Halfhill Market, to learn about cooking. Now these quests will reward Iron Pour tokens, which are the new cooking token in Mists of Pandaria. These tokens can be used to buy bags of ingredients from a vendor, such as bags of meat, fish, or vegetables. If you have a lot of Iron Pour tokens, it basically means that you don't have to farm for mats anywhere near as much, which can make the preparing of feasts and other food for raids and PvP much easier. This quest will lead you to Halfhill Market in the middle of the Valley of the Four Winds, where you will talk to Sungshin Iron Pour, who is the guide to the ways, who will give you a series of quests to learn about cooking in Pandaria in general, and will have you make several recipes, which she sells all the ingredients for gold. After creating some sliced peaches and rice puddings for her, she will award you with the Zen Master Cooking rank of the cooking profession, which allows you to learn up to skill level 600. After granting you Zen Master Cooking, Sungshin will give you 6 breadcrumb quests, which require you to gather some ingredients to give to each of the cooking masters in order to learn their specific way, which is the specialization. Most of these ingredients are ones which you will have to gather either by killing mobs, fishing, or farming. However, they can be purchased using the Iron Pour tokens you gather from cooking quests. Nam Iron Pour is just next to Sungshin, and he will sell you all the supplies you need using your Iron Pour tokens. After giving the ingredients to the specific cooking master and completing the quest, they will grant you the training in their particular way of cooking. They will give you a follow-up quest which requires you to learn and make their baseline recipe for their way of cooking. All of these recipes for the different ways require food which is gathered or bought with Iron Pour tokens. By this point in the quest chain you should have enough to purchase required food for each of the ways in order to complete these quests. After completing all the quests for the different ways of cooking in Pandaria, a quest will be available from Nam Iron Pour about preserving freshness, which will require you to get an empty tiger meat barrel from a nearby vendor. These empty containers which you can buy from this vendor are used to bundle 20 of a given cooking ingredient which you can gather into a bundle of groceries, which can be handed in to Nam Iron Pour as a repeatable quest, granting 1 Iron Pour token per turn-in. This is a good way for you to get rid of the ingredients which you may not need in order to get the ingredients that you do from Iron Pour tokens. There will most likely be more cooking quests later on once you have reached a higher skill level.